South Field on the beautiful campus of Brigham Young University for the matchup today between the Saint Mary's Gaels and the BYU Cougars. My name is Mark Ormsby, and alongside me is Justin Nadol. We are going to see an exciting game today, and let's get to the players. Saint Mary's, we'll highlight a couple of guys here. The O'Connor, Mr. O'Connor at number 7. Watch for him getting around the field. He's very fit, and he's mobile. So at any breakdown, he'll get there. The other guy there is at number 8 that we want to see, Mr. Helu. In fact, I played with his dad years ago. I know how good they are. If you see anything like his dad, they'll be great. In the back line, Matthews at first 5'8", and of course Odsley at second 5'8". Those are the two key players in the back line. They get the back line moving very, very effectively. Crossing across to BYU, we lose a player. We lose Ada Elkington at number 7, and replacing him is Mr. Lane. The other happening as far as changing is Forster's coming from the tight head position at number 3, moving in to the hooker position. Mr. Mendenhall, that started last week and the week before at loose head prop, will be replaced by Tuihala Nania. Going into the back line, of course, the key players that we want to keep an eye on is Mocky to Whippy. See what connection there is there. And, of course, Weber and Whiting, they're effective in the midfield back, so they'll have their hands full. And the back 3, all we want to see out of them, and I'm sure we'll see out of them, is a lot of speed.
Yeah, that's true. That's one thing Coach Smith actually talked about was having some finishes. So those deep 3 guys will be important to get that. He also wants to put the ball in the corners against St. Mary's, give them the line out, and then pressurize that line out, see if we can get some turnover that way. Should be a really exciting game. With BYU at 11-0 on the season, it's going to be a barn burner today.
So don't go nowhere. We'll be right back here at the start of the game.
BYU and St. Mary's. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome out to South Field, the home of BYU Rugby. As is customary here, sporting events at BYU Rugby to begin this game with a word of prayer. And we'll have one of our players here offer that word of prayer. Thank you. Well, Father in heaven, we are grateful for this beautiful sunny day together here at Southfield for BYU to play Saint Mary's. Father, we pray that we may have a good day and that both teams may play to the best of their ability and that they may be safe and that we may all have an enjoyable time today. We pray that as we leave this evening that we may do so in peace and safety, and that those who are traveling may travel in safety as well. We are grateful for the facilities we have and those who are helping out today. And we say this in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. Thank you very much. Mr. Elkington.
Well, welcome back, folks, to the BYU versus St. Mary's game here on Southfield and the beautiful campus of BYU. We're introducing now as the BYU Cougars come out in their all white with a blue stripe down the middle of the chest. Once again, they are missing a couple of key players today, but knowing how good the coaching staff is and how good these players are, they'll just lift their game wherever they need to take it in order to perform at the level that Coach Smith would like them to. We also have St. Mary's line up on the north side of the field.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rattling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
That was a beautiful rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner. Well, right now we see the teams go out on the field. BYU will be playing from east to west, and of course St. Mary's going the opposite direction.
I think, Mark, it'll be interesting to see how St. Mary's starts the game. They traveled into Utah on Thursday evening. They played the University of Utah on Thursday evening after a delayed flight. I believe the game started at 9:30 at night because of the delays. They ended up beating Utah 57-50. And of course that ended late. They had the day off yesterday, but it hasn't been long. So we'll see if they've got the energy and the reserves to come out strong.
Wow.
Credit to them for a tough travel schedule and playing two tough games in 3 days.
BYU will kick off.
We'd like to welcome the fans of the Saint Mary Gaels watching live on the broadcast on our YouTube channel. We followed the game down there on your broadcast. We appreciate that, and we hope you feel welcome and enjoy the broadcast.
And Whippy is kicking off. He kicks it deep. Comes down in the 22-meter. Defense is set there by BYU. He goes to the midfield. Hooker picks it. Now it goes out. Matthews. He sends it wide. McCarthy. Loudon. Watch this boy go today. He's got some wheels. Still moving. Waller takes it down. Now we get it out. First 5-8. Matthews is still holding it. Sets it up for his back line again. BYU's defense is up. And they're stopping them. right on the tackle line here.
Tackle assist.
Okay, tackle assist did not release the ball carrier while they were on the ground, and you have to do that, so BYU was penalized.
St. Mary's was able to string together 7 phases, 6 tackles and maintain possession the entire time. That's going to be a key to this game, I believe.
And the kick is down 5 meters outside BYU's 22-meter.
That for me.
St. Mary's lineup in the forwards looks pretty good here. Some tall boys out there, taken high. It goes out, misses the first by 8.
All good.
I think that was the wing coming through. Still going. Setting another ruck.
Do his own guy.
Okay. Accidentally offside, running it into his own man, who was ahead of him downfield. So we'll come back for a BYU scrum.
First scrum of the day. What do you think we're going to see here, Mark?
Oh boy, weight distribution there is pretty even both sides. St. Mary's has always had a good scrum. I've watched them over the years. So let's see how they do today. Referee not happy with the set, so he'll redo it.
Stable before the ball. Yes. Body straight.
Now the breeze is picking up. It's coming in from the southeast.
Crouch.
East-southeast, so it's right in the face of St. Mary's.
Set.
Luke Mockey feeds.
Shoulder.
Clean ball at the back, goes left. Whippy's got the ball. He launches it downfield. And it looks like it's going to stay in play. They do have 2 support players back there, that young man.
Looked a little forward from this angle.
Cotter throwing it back in field to his support players in McCarthy and Odsley. And Matthews was there too. But the referee saw that forward pass.
So that's a perfect example of what we talked about earlier. One of the keys of the game. Coach Smith wanted to put that ball down in the corner and put them under pressure, play in their half instead of in our half. Well done so far.
Now that last scrum was a good one. It didn't wheel, didn't collapse. And we'll see how this one goes.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Shoulder.
Mockey. He looks out wide to Whippy. No, it wasn't Whippy. Whippy comes in as a fake runner, double round. He sends it out to Schofield. What's this young man going to do? He's not held. No, he sets up a ruck. Comes left. And it's still moving out. Is that Weber? It is Weber. He's so close. Mockey's there. Still going left. Whippy launches it to the wing.
Oh.
And
Ricky.
Is that a try?
That's Ricky from the front row.
Was that a try?
Oh, no. He's giving it to St. Mary's.
Yeah, from that, as we go to the replay, Whippy fires it across, but the referee is adjudicating it as going forward. So, Ricky Tuaha'alani missed out on that one.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Oh, neither team's willing to budge on this.
No hands.
It's taken back over. Is it close to the line?
Stay.
Moving it with their forwards, trying to get some space here.
Nice, let it come. Step back.
Connor is the loose forward, picks that up. Goes back. And it's still playable. Hey, Blazers looking for support here. There we go. Anderson, Joshua Anderson could do something here down the middle. Sets it for the ruck. Both sides, it's a split field. Whippy takes it. It's all the way out. And the referee is blowing again for forward pass. I tell you what, Justin, this easterly breeze must be doing something to these boys.
Yeah, can't be the boys. It's got to be the breeze. Let's see if we can see how this looks on the replay.
There we go. That's,
yeah, that is forward. That's well forward.
Yes.
Not up.
Well,
so we won't blame the breeze.
no. The good news is they've stayed down in here tight, kept the pressure on, had a couple of chances. Eventually they'll break through.
Yeah, that's the key to any game is to put pressure on early. St. Mary's is holding. That's a solid scrum by St. Mary's. Number 8, Helu. He takes it up. Out close to the 22. BYU's holding solid in the forward pack.
Step here.
It gets back out there.
Stay red. Stay red.
And Matthews, he slices it downfield.
Wing is on.
Blazer picks it. He's looking for some options here. He sees that there's 3-on-2 out here. Now let's see if they're going to maintain this advantage. Schofield. Oh my goodness. Schofield in for the first try of the day.
Well, you know what helped him make that break was having a couple of players outside of him that made the defense play it straight up. They had to kind of split the gap. Let's see if we can see it on the replay.
Yeah, as we can see here, Schofield gets it.
2 players outside, held the outside defense, and he took the gap on the inside.
Yeah, well played.
And then a little bit of pace, a little bit of strength, and you're on your way. Schofield's been a try-scoring machine the last couple of weeks. I believe he had 3 last week and 3 the week before.
That is for real.
Like to see your wings finish, don't you?
He left across lines, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Now, Kelvin Whiting again. He's a tall young man. Got plenty of leverage in his kicking. And he puts it through. So BYU goes ahead 7-0 with 8 minutes played.
7-0. St. Mary's will come back and restart, and BYU look to receive this ball.
Matthews the kickoff. And he puts it. Ooh, this could be a bit rich. Yes, it is. Straight over the sideline. So the option will be a scrum in the midfield.
Scrum option. Guys, let's step out. Just one step out.
Oh, it's the inside center.
Inside center, Audsley takes the clearing kicks.
Okay.
And the restarts. Yeah.
So number 12 is the kicker.
Yeah, Dylan Audsley, great player.
Aaron, just watch that side for me. Crouch.
We love the center scrums. Always have, always will.
Here we go.
Split the field, see what happens. They've only got 1 man deep, 1 man back. We might try and put it down in the corner again.
There it goes out to Whippy. Whippy looks downfield. He puts it back there in the 22. And Schlobom, fullback. He doesn't put it out.
Now good.
Whippy gets it, taps his head. There's a sign going here. There's a message going. And let's see if this young man. Ooh. He had good support there.
Push it out.
And it brings a line out to St. Mary's 10-meter line.
So BYU's had a chance to counterattack a few times when they've tried to put the ball deep. St. Mary's has kicked it back, but kept it in bounds.
BYU's got at the front player on the line out, the halfback, Mocky, and he feeds it out. Pakulu drives up the middle. Solid. That's a wide pass to the first 5'8", standing wide. Whippy's over the top. Lane's there. A bit scrappy at this point. Oh, it's been picked. BYU got picked. And it's not out. So Blazer takes it. He tries to jink him. Still has possession. Couldn't do it, so he made sure the forwards were there with him. And here we go up the middle. Still moving, Mocky sends it out.
Numbers.
Got numbers out here for sure. And who's this?
Ricky.
This is Ricky. Tui Holland in there. And Schofield wasn't able to hold it. So Anderson's come across from his left wing. And we're going to go back for the knock-on infringement there.
Well, it looks like there are a couple of chances in open play on some of this counterattack. They just need to get it finished off. But they're gaining a lot of territory, staying in their end of the field. It looks good so far.
Yeah, I would say what territorial? Certainly more than 50-50. I would say 70 to 30 BYU at this point, if not more.
Fine. Set.
Okay, Roberts goes to put it in, but
Tough, guys.
not quite the footing they
We're
needed
take one
there.
step this way.
There could be some wet
rows,
spots on
eyes,
this
front
field, I
rows.
think, Justin. I
Guys,
noticed
our
when I
feet
was
are pretty
walking
far
around
back
before.
for ground like this. Keep our
Some
feet under
parts
us.
were a bit soft. And the referees pulled them off that soft spot. And moved it to the sideline a bit.
Crouch. Fine. Set.
Roberts feeds. Comes back to Hilu. Hilu's taking off. Looking for support. Roberts again feeds out
Offside, white.
to his prop.
Penalty advantage.
There's a penalty advantage here. So St. Mary's has said, let's go downfield. Now the referee is coming back because he says that not enough advantage there.
Offside, white.
These games against St. Mary's are always really interesting because I think they have similar styles of play. They've got a mobile pack with a lot of skill. They've got ball handling skill. They can run, and their backs play kind of an expansive, wide open game, really similar to the way BYU tries to play.
So Odsley sends it to the halfway line.
Because the kick came from the penalty, St. Mary's will maintain possession with a line out.
They go up the front. High jump by the lock. Roberts sends it out.
Okay, thank you.
Oh. It's pretty hard to get your game going if you drop the ball, if your passes are errant. So if they can crisp that up, both sides of the ball, it'll be a better game for sure.
Hey, guys.
Well, the one thing I know about St. Mary's is once they get hot and once they get on, they're really hard to stop.
Crouch. Fine. Set.
Mocky feeds. Yeah,
Done
free
dropping.
kick.
Free. Feed.
Oh,
There it
Mocky
is.
has not put it down the middle of the channel. And the referee penalising. Oh, it goes out. McCarthy, he sends it out, but oh, it's too rich. It's too rich. Yeah, it's gone over the sideline. So we'll have a line out just inside BYU's 10-metre line.
The referee today is Kurt Weaver. He seems to be in perfect control of the game. He's fit. He's on the spot. Made some nice calls so far.
They get, oh, yeah, won by BYU.
That's Jackson breaking the gain line. That's nice.
That's nice. He moves the defense, St. Mary's defense back. Whippy goes for another chip kick to follow through. And, oh, nobody there to pick it. So St. Mary's, Matthews, he's going to do something with it. No, he sets it up for his back.
St. Mary's able to maintain possession.
Osley playing halfback.
Away, white. Step. Fine.
Now, not much moving up the
Back.
field.
Three.
Ball going sideways at this point. Oh, look out. That could be a marginal. Okay. St. Mary's still moving it in the middle. Want to create their options. The option here is going right. Matthew sends it out. No, he's still got it. Nobody's holding him yet. And we've got some forwards out and backline maneuvers. And oh, so this was a knockdown by a BYU player. Of course, you can't do that.
Yeah, Whippy shot the gap and tried to intercept the ball, but knocked on.
Oh.
Sometimes you see that gap and you don't know if you can defend both players, so you shoot the gap and look for that pick six. Who's this? Their scrum half that's down?
Yeah, we have an injury here.
Once again, just a reminder, there is a big game after this game as well. We'll encourage everyone to stay and support those players.
Now, while they're taking a break here, Justin, let's just talk about some of the tactics that St. Mary's use. They like to move their forwards. They like to move the ball with their forwards and create space for their backs. So you'll see them probably maneuver into the middle of the field quite on occasion, for sure, so that they have a split back line. But BYU, being well versed with that sort of attacking structure, they will be setting up their defense to cover those for sure.
Well, both sides kind of do the same thing. They'll, off of the back of a ruck, they'll set up a pod of forwards to one side or the other and just run some smash ball from the forwards to draw into the defense, create an overlap on the outside. Both teams play the same style when they can.
Audsley sends it down to BYU's 10-meter line. There's a good-sized crowd here today, Justin.
Wait till your subs
yeah,
on
it's
too.
nearly full. That's probably
Thank you.
around 2,000, maybe 2,300 fans in the stands today.
And that shows the respect that BYU has for this team, St. Mary's.
Oh yeah, rugby fans know that St. Mary's is a great side. They love to watch these games.
There it goes. Nobody can catch it. It's come out. Pakula, he's got it. He's taking two of them on. Mockey's there. Goes for the right. Out to Weber. Whiting, he wants to let his opposite number know something. Sets it up here. Now Whippy's in the halfback position. Mockey, they've changed spots. Mockey's there. He feeds it out. Oh, Pakula gives a beautiful pass outside to the left side of the field.
Roll red.
Now we're inside St. Mary's 22-meter, close to their 5-meter line. Taking it close to the scrum. And there's a turnover here. All right, defender did not roll away. Obviously on the ground with the tackled player. But he stayed there to mess things up. So he's been punished for that with a penalty.
Well, St. Mary's did a good job to cover on that play. You know, as BYU was on attack, they seemed to have a 3 or 4 man overlap, and St. Mary's covered across and was able to keep them out of the end zone there.
Yeah, they've got a nice slide defense, St. Mary's. There she goes. Back out to number 6. Kaka.
Another forward passes. That's forward 3 or 4 so far.
Yeah, not a straight line out there.
So, you know, BYU plays a little flat on attack. It gets them up in the defense and gets them to the gain line quickly. One disadvantage of being really flat on attack is some of those forward passes.
Yeah, but when you have a flat attacking line like that, high risk, high return.
Yeah, if there's a gap, you're in the gap quickly. It's true.
Coach Graham Henry of the All Blacks a few years ago definitely wanted to see that sort of attacking line. Oftentimes it didn't pay off for him, but for the most part, it was very effective in putting wings into the corners. Oh, now we've got a okay. Looks like referee Warner is saying that our loose head prop, Ricky Tui Halalania, has taken the scrum down.
So St. Mary's have a few All-American players on their team, and I'll bet you can tell who they are just from the first 20 minutes of the game. You've got Audsley, who's playing in the centers. Halu, who's number 8.
Roberts feeds it out. Matthews has got it after all. Defense is
Tackle only.
staying up on the line. Audsley still got it.
No hands, White.
Cotter's got it. Taking the ground, sets up a ruck. Matthews feeds it back in for his forwards.
No hands.
Actually, it went. Yes, went to his forwards. Matthews sends it out. I should say Robert sends it out. They're actually making some ground here. Oh,
Little high.
Oh, we're going to watch that. Referee had his arm out.
Penalty advantage.
So
Last shot.
there's a penalty advantage here. McCarthy, he's launched this down. Now, because it went in the end zone, it was actually in favour of BYU at that point. So the referee brings it back. Penalty, 5 metres inside BYU's half.
The referee was playing advantage from a BYU.
10.
Nothing came from that advantage.
Now, he wants to have a chat with this young fella. Now, I know what he's going to say. Just keep your tackles low. Remember the shoulder line.
Oh, he's going to give him the
Keep it
card.
down.
Wow.
Wow, this is even tougher than I thought.
Yeah, it didn't look that bad, but I didn't have a great vantage point.
My new captain.
Definitely had the arm up on the head. I guess anytime you do that, it's pretty dangerous.
Now, that takes a key player off the field for BYU. So they're down 14 players to St. Mary's 15.
Well, this will be the time St. Mary's is going to want to put some pressure on. I believe the last time BYU and St. Mary's played, BYU had 2 yellow cards down at St. Mary's. So 20 minutes of time with playing a man down.
Here's this young man, Audsley, inside centre. He's going to take a shot here.
45 meters out. He's got some wind at his back.
And there it goes. Oh, what a beautiful kick.
Great kick.
Audsley, inside centre.
He's a well-rounded player, isn't he?
Runs
hard, nice passes, great boot.
Gets St. Mary's 3 points on the board. So BYU 7, St. Mary's 3. And we've run 21 minutes into the first half. Now, it goes just past St. Mary's 10 metre, but St. Mary's is setting up a clean ball here for his outside Matthews. And it's gone out wide to the outside centre. Still going wide. There's actually an overlap here if they could move the ball. But no. Once again, poor handling on that one. If they could just, either team, get crisp passes to the target, they'd be moving this ball more effectively. So has so Whiting's gone up to first 5'8", hasn't he?
Yeah, it looks like they looped him around Weber and put him at first 5. It'll be okay.
And then we're playing a split attack here. And Blazer's up in the centre position. Nobody back at fullback. Mocky, Whiting, Blazer.
Off his neck.
Staying on his feet till he gets support. Now he goes down. Mocky sends it out to the left.
They'll use the forwards a couple of times here.
Purcell takes it. There's scrappy ball. St. Mary's has got this. And there's a I was about to say there's a huge overlap here. The BYU gets it back. Still going right. Blazer. He's got support. Staying on his feet. Now goes down. Mocky sends it. Whoa.
That's a nice tackle.
Foster took a heavy hit there. It goes out. Weber.
Quick feed.
Oh, look at this. Lane's got it, but he drops it.
Little tri-line fever, we call it that. They're getting close. They start getting quick hands, getting a little impatient with the pass.
That's a very good description of that. Justin?
Yeah, when you get that close, you just got to hang on, and if you go to the ground with the ball, just present it and take another phase.
Here's Lane with it, and just couldn't get the pass off to
Looked like
Anderson.
his offload hand was pinned down in that tackle, and he kind of had to flip it with his fingers.
Okay, let's see how these scrums go here, 5 meters out from St. Mary's line.
Fine. Set.
Bit unstable at this point. Referee wants to reset.
Quick tap.
Oh, it's a free kick. Oh, here's trouble. And it's too much trouble for St. Mary's. Pakula, number 8 for BYU, decides to go it alone. And he takes it over for the try.
Twisting and driving.
So St. Mary's were penalised for 2 infractions. Twisting, actually the loose head prop was twisting the BYU's tight head prop. And they were sort of wheeling the scrum. And the referee didn't like that. And there you go, Pakula over for the try.
I was talking to Joe Pakula before the game, and I asked him, did he have any goals for the game? And, he talked about going into contact, taking the ball in contact, and not losing it. You remember last week and the week before, a couple of times he got a little squirrely on the ground and spilled it. He wanted to be able to break the gain line, break a couple of tackles, and when he went to the ground, present it nicely. And I don't know if you've noticed, but in the first 25 minutes, he hasn't given the ball away yet.
Yeah, it's good. I haven't seen him.
No, that's
spill
a big
anything.
improvement, big improvement. And he's such a great player. Very small things like that can, turn you into an All-American.
Mm-hmm. Whiting. And he puts this through. So that takes BYU out to 14. St. Mary's 3. Audsley's carrying a lot of bandages on his leg out there, left leg. I don't know what sort of injury he's nursing.
He just shoved some gauze up his nose. He must have a little bit of a bleeder.
Took a knock. Here we go. Comes down. Oh, just on the 22-meter line. Schofield sets it up nicely for his forwards. And it goes out to Foster. Foster decides to set it up again too, because St. Mary's standing flat. And still there.
Use it.
And where does this go? It's gone straight out, I'm afraid.
Oh boy, you okay?
It's gone straight out. And this poor little girl on the sideline, one of BYU's officials, has taken it on the beanie. That ball came down and surprised her.
Yeah, that landed right on her.
So St. Mary's putting it in.
Jeff Ott.
Oh, it's a fake jump. No, Lane's got it. He decides to get St. Mary's honest, moves them back 4 or 5 meters. Yeah, here we go. Kuka's got the ball.
Tackle only.
There could be an overlap here. Oh, Ricky. Oh. So Tui Halanania has passed it out to his tight head prop Nye. And Nye just about got it. He had to lean for it, of course, and as a result, the ball was knocked forward.
Should just have another maybe 2 minutes in the bin for Jared Whippy. I don't have the official time, but I think we're getting close. So BYU scored down a man. That's, that's the opposite of what St. Mary's wants to see. When you've got a man advantage, you've got to put some pressure on the opposing team and try and get it over. BYU's done well to hang on.
Feeds it out. Harpack sends it out to Matthews. Matthews sends it out to the right. Still going. Audsley's got it. He decides to keep the gap going. Oh. What a shame. That was a good run by Audsley.
Here comes Schofield.
Schofield's got it. He's come off his right wing to go over the cover. And he's got the ball. Sets it nicely for his forwards.
Good.
And we've got Locks in the backfield. We've got Foster, the hooker, in the backfield. These guys are
the whole
playing
front
like
row.
backs.
The whole front row is playing the sideline.
Yeah, he did step. He did. Call it. There we go. And it's knocked on.
Touch. Touch back here. I didn't see it.
Now, what have we got here? It looks like
Thanks, Aaron.
Pakula has stepped out close to the halfway line. So it will come back. Now, here we go. Let's see how tight this was. Oh, we're not going to see the angle on this one. Here's Mocky.
This is after he stepped out, isn't
Red
it?
ball.
Yeah.
Well, we had hooker, prop, and it went through all three hands, and the last prop just barely stepped out of bounds.
And that's what you love about the modern game of rugby.
Oh, yeah.
It's a 50-man game where every guy can play or girl can play wherever they want and still fit in well. BYU's got a good dominant scrum here.
No.
I should say ruck. Now, someone's offside there. Halfback's offside. So it looks like Roberts was the naughty. He never got back on side on that.
Shot.
Oh, Calvin wants to take a shot. 40 meters out.
Now, the wind has died down here a bit.
Give it a go, young fella. That's what you'd say. Give it a go, young fella.
Give it a go. And in fact, he's got plenty. He should have plenty of distance on this one.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
He's got a good boot. Kelvin Whiting.
On the bend.
Now, is that a different tee from last week, or am I looking at the same
No,
one?
that's the one he picked up a couple of weeks ago.
That's the one, eh?
Yeah. He loves it. A little different setup, a different look at the ball. You know, that exposes the sweet spot on the ball.
Oh,
it's just
yeah.
wide open. You can crack it.
Yeah, you hit that sweet spot, and that thing can fly.
I think I just heard Coach Smith yelling at 31 minutes that Jared would be back in. We're at 31 now, so maybe after this kick they let him back on.
Oh, that looks like a beautiful kick,
He did
boy.
it.
Wow. That was a sweet shot. Whiting, he's showing confidence in his kicking now.
3 for 3 today, 2 conversions and that penalty.
So that'll take BYU to 17, and St. Mary's remains at 3. St. Mary's kicks off. Bordsley sends it high. Weber passes it into Foster. He sticks with Foster to give him cover. Now, Matthews takes it up.
Tackle only.
Lane gets it. He gives it back to our man in yellow who just came back in.
Josh Anderson.
Oh, now that looked like a high tackle. And of course, I think the referee's got his hand out for that. Yep. He's coming back for the penalty for a high tackle. It'll be interesting if he's going to say anything about this. No. Yeah, that's over the shoulder, young fella. Whippy back in the game, kicks it. Takes it down. It's at 10 meters inside the 22-meter of St. Mary's. Ricky Tui Hullen the near. He's there, ready for the line out. Goes to the front. Yeah, that could be either a knock on.
Everybody okay?
Or didn't go 5, but he's going for the knock on. Comes off red.
I love the way this Audsley
Knock on.
guy plays. I mean, he's all over the field.
Yeah.
He's all over in defense. He's all over in attack. He takes the kicks, the clearance kicks. I mean,
He definitely knows how to position himself in the back line.
and I think he's faster than he looks. I mean, he's deceptive. This,
Oh, yeah.
this break he had, he beat a number of BYU defenders.
Yep.
He's a good-looking player.
Scrum. Waiting to let it get steady.
7 on.
Mocky sets it in there. Picked up by Pakula, gives it to Mocky. Mocky taken down. It's a bit messy at this point. And when there's a mess, there's usually something like this that accompanies it.
Down here for me.
Now the referee's going to say something here.
Captain.
He's calling the St. Mary's captain over. Mockey's talking to Pakula there and saying, hey,
You're not going to go around them to play the ball.
let's work together, brother. Let's work together.
And not again.
Now, he's given some fella a warning here.
Time on.
I think he said he was going around the ruck to play the ball instead of coming through.
So that's what it was, I think, too, because he found himself on the wrong side of that situation. So the referee's pinged him.
Well, so Whiting will have another go just outside the 22.
And here we go. There he is. Let's see what he's doing here. He's at the back. Now he's sneaking around the side. Now that's...
Came from the edge, maybe not the side, but the edge. I guess that was...
Yeah.
It didn't look terrible from the replay. So one thing the viewers may want to watch when BYU is on attack, they'll slide the wing all the way out to the sideline and try and draw the defense all the way out and create some gaps in the middle for the centers and the fullback. Schofield's done a good job.
And Whiting.
Another one.
He sends it over. BYU goes out to 20. St. Mary's 3.
5 minutes left in the half, 20-3.
Yeah, St. Mary's, you've got to put a bandage on the bleeding here if they expect to stay in this game. Because I know that BYU is a second half team for sure. There it goes, long, high, comes down. Schofield wants to give his forwards a chance at clearing this.
No effect.
Foster. Lane. Okay, let's see what Whippy does with this. Yep. He's moving downfield. He's looking for support. Is there anybody there?
Oh.
That was a good run, but he ran out of real estate.
I wonder if we'll get a replay on that one.
Just forward, guys.
It's hard to tell from our angle where the support was and where they ran out of room. Here we go. Whippy with a nice break.
Puts the wheels on, doesn't he? And looking.
Weber in support. Oh, he tried to loop it around.
Yeah, I tell you what though, Loudon, St. Mary's number 11, he did a good coverage there. He had 2 guys he wanted to make sure he stopped. Whippy and Anderson.
We call that a slow play. So if you're the last man on defense and you've got 2 guys to cover, if you jump on the ball carrier, he makes the offload and they score. If you play the support runner, the ball carrier ducks inside, so you play between those 2 men and wait for help. The cavalry's coming, just hold on for dear life. And he did that very well.
Crouch.
Just to mention something about the referee, this is one of the US top referees, this Kurt Warner. Yeah. Real nice guy. Okay, back out the halfback. Bordsley looks. He's actually feeding it to his first 5'8", who was outside him. Now, this ought to be interesting.
Oh, intercept.
And Schofield saw that coming. And let's see if he's going to pull it off. And it's a try for Schofield.
The crowd goes wild. Kevin Schofield. Well, first of all, the interception was beautiful, and then he dragged a man into the end zone.
That was a heads-up play by Kevin Schofield.
Let's see a replay.
Now, that's the first 5'8" Matthews for St. Mary's. And he hasn't timed that to perfection because BYU's Kevin Schofield said, give it to me.
Oh, he took
and
them
this
both
will be mine.
There you go, Kevin.
Well done, Kevin Schofield.
So that's 2 so far for Schofield, and Pakula's got the other try. We've got BYU has a couple of penalties, a couple of conversions.
So with 2 minutes before the half, BYU is at 25 with a kick to come. And St. Mary's hasn't stopped the bleeding so far.
Let's see if he can stay perfect on the day. He's 4 for 4 so far.
Now he's kicking this straight into the wind. And that's what happened. So the wind was detrimental to that kick. He pulls it off to the right.
To 3. There's a few minutes left in the first half, which you want about these teams.
Now, Tui Hollanania was taking some treatment there for the kickoff. There it goes. Worsley puts it out to him. No, it's Purcell. Hockey gets it. There's Ricky to Hollanania. Hello.
Oh, is that not a yellow card?
Ooh. Referee lets it go.
Looked like that St. Mary's player just batted it down.
Whippy sees an opening here because the St. Mary's
Schofield
backline
again.
is coming up flat.
Schofield again.
Takes it on the trot. And is he going to stand up his opposite number? And there we go. Schofield's in. He's a hungry man, this Kevin Schofield. But I tell you what.
Where's my hat? I'm throwing my hat on the field. Hat trick.
Jared Whippy, what a heads-up play by Jared. He saw the St. Mary's backline up flat, sends it out to the man he knows. If he gets the ball in hand, he'll take on his opposite and usually stands him up.
They call that the T-ball, right? They don't see the defense out there. They just kick a nice flat kick and let the wing gather it in.
And there you go.
Very well done.
Kevin Schofield.
And Whippy with the kick, huh? Pinpoint accuracy.
That was a well-judged kick for sure. Well, that's a shame for St. Mary's, but it's great for BYU because that was on the stroke of half.
There you go.
And that's a beautiful kick. That takes it to the half.
32-3.
So St. Mary's has a mountain to climb in the second half. They probably will bring some of that back, but I tell you what, that is one obstacle to get over.
So here's some of the highlights from the first half. I think a few of those are going to be of Kevin Schofield scoring tries. That was his first one of the day.
He's a big man. He's got a ton of speed, isn't he?
He spent a lot of time in the weight room too. He's built up his body. He's put on a little weight and got a lot stronger.
And here's the scrums. Both packs are performing well today, I must admit. As no one has dominated the other.
I think Helu's a really nice player off the back of the
Helu?
scrum. Yeah.
Oh, Helu, yeah. He's a solid young man at number 8. And
That's
there you
odds
go.
to with their only points of the half.
Well, St. Mary's has got a lethal kicker. And of course, Whiting is there for BYU. And that was the intercept by Schofield. And he takes 2 guys with him over the line.
And here's his last one off of the
Here's
nice
his last
T-ball
one.
kick.
Yeah, pins his ears back and goes. Yep. That is that's a tough half for St. Mary's to swallow on that one. I thought they were going to bring some solid defense, and for the most part they did, but
Well, BYU was opportunistic. You know, they took the chances, and when it was there, they were able to capitalize for the most part. It's a really, really good first half by and large. Kevin Schofield with 3 tries, Joe Pakula with 1, and Calvin Whiting was 4 for 5 on his, no, 5 for 6 on his kicks. So overall, great effort. And I think at halftime they've got a treat ready. Yeah, so the player bio today is for Joe Pakula, who plays number 8. I love these bios. They're fun, talk about the kids, what they're studying, and what they like to do.
yeah, they're great young men for BYU. I don't know much about the St. Mary's, but they look like they're great men too. And here we go. So halftime, BYU 32, St. Mary's 3.
I decided to to play at BYU. Just for academics, obviously it's a good school. I actually transferred from UVU, and I played a year over there. So, and BYU has the best rugby program in the nation, and just kind of wanted to be a part of that and kind of the history and the legacy that they have. Rugby is important to me because it really teaches me how to be a team player. Obviously, you know, if someone's slacking in the team, and it really shows on the field or in practice, or even, you know, studying film and things like that. But it's been really important to me in my life to help me to focus and give me a reason to keep going through school, to be eligible to play and just enjoy, you know, my brothers on the team and stuff like that. Coach is always talking to us to be humble, to show humility. You know, a lot of times when we do play other teams, we have the advantage with skill and, you know, facilities, support from BYU. So it's hard to, you know, keep a level head, especially when we do play in the bigger games. But I think everyone just is always encouraging, you know, be humble, just be nice, just play the game, don't be dirty, keep our mouths closed, and just go out and do what we can do.
Well, welcome back to the second half of the BYU versus St. Mary's game today. In the middle, let me just highlight who our officials are. Kurt Warner is the middleman, the referee, and on the sidelines we have Albert Phipps and we have Aaron Ormsby. And I think Mr. Warner has done a very good job in that first half. Audsley kicks it high. It's holding up there, it's good. BYU has it. St. Mary's comes up fairly flat. And that's what happens when they come up like they did. Matthews sets it back for his halfback. And White's offside here.
That's a good opportunity for St. Mary's. They've got to capitalize here.
And look at this. They are that close. And, no, still on the ground here. They're knocking on BYU's door. Whoa. I think that was the prop getting gang tackled by 2 BYU players. Okay, Roberts sends it out here. Audsley's going to be in the play here. Let's see if he can create something.
Oh.
Now, referee
Advantage.
didn't like that. Didn't see the advantage going to St. Mary's, so he's going to pull it all the way back across.
That's the way you want to start the second half if you're St. Mary's. Excuse me, come out strong, take advantage of that turnover. You know, they're going to want to keep it deep and be patient and not lose this scoring opportunity. This is very important that they put this one in.
Now, you and I were just talking, Justin, about territory. That first half, we both agreed it must have been close to 90% to BYU and 10% to St. Mary's. So here we go. This has already started to improve that disparity. They're down in BYU's 22-meter, knocking on the goal line.
And before the game, Coach Smith told me that the number one thing they wanted to do was play in St. Mary's half. And like you just mentioned, we think that they played in St. Mary's half about 90% of the game.
And that was just for the first half.
I'm going to put a check mark next to that for Coach Smith. Good job, Davey.
Yeah, I think he got that result.
You think he knows what he's doing?
Fine.
Old Smithy?
Absolutely.
He's been around a while.
Oh, absolutely. Right, here's the set. St. Mary's takes it off the back. That's Helu. They're holding him up.
Release 10, release
Now,
10.
hasn't hit the ground yet. So this could be. Now,
Give it a try. Did he give it a try?
referee is going to go to his pocket.
Off your feet, you're playing the ball.
Oh, wow.
And he's nailing. Who did he nail?
Did he give a penalty try? He hasn't given a try, has he?
He has made no indication of that yet.
No.
Now he's talking to Jared Whippy.
Let's see on the replay if we can tell.
There goes Helu. Helu, I should say. So did he send anyone off?
Well, I thought I saw a yellow card in his hand, but I might have been mistaken.
He reached for it. I thought he popped it out, but
Oh.
okay,
Is it
so we did.
Johnny Lane?
So we've lost. BYU has lost Johnny Lane, our lock. Our flanker. So we're down. BYU down once again. Look at this shove by St. Mary's. This is an impressive move by St. Mary. Referee
Another
calls a
penalty.
penalty. Around the neck. Mr. Warner doesn't like that, so he wants it redone.
Yeah, they need to be patient. No goal line fever for St. Mary's. They've just got to take their time and make sure they score.
Now, because St. Mary's pack has done so well in scrums today, this is a pretty good call, I would say.
Well, plus BYU's down a man on the scrum, so they want to take advantage of that every chance they can.
Yes, they've still got their full complement of backs, so they're just missing the number 8 position. The Cougars come up to the side. That's very good ball at the back of that scrum.
Oh.
And my goodness, how close are we here? Oh, this could be either a mistake or
Look at this defensive
set play.
stand. BYU's playing
BYU's
strong
not going to give
defense.
them any room to breathe here. Oh, look out. Look out. That's a try.
Nice try, St. Mary's. Well, we spoke too soon.
St. Mary's puts it in. So they draw it first in the second half, taking them out to 8-32. Here's the replay.
Drew a couple of defenders and then got it wide all the way to the wing, number 11.
Number 11. He takes it in, Loudon.
St. Mary's a great second half team here, and we showed that by scoring first.
That's what you want to do when you start the second half. Take it on down to your opposite and put a try on. Audsley's kicking from the sideline, and this
Slid across.
is going to miss in front.
5 minutes exactly right now.
So score remains 32-8.
Probably 30 seconds off.
The second thing Coach Smith talked about before the game was having his players break the gain line. I think they've done a great job at that. When they're on attack, break that gain line before they go to ground or offload.
Whippy to kick off. That's a very high ball. That was well taken. A young man was looking in the stun. And how he caught it, I'm not too sure. But here we go. We've got a break here. Oh.
Forward off, Red.
Yeah. Referee's got his arm out. Looks like a knock-on advantage. BYU's got it. Pakula. He's out in the back line. He wants to run and barrel people over. Mocky sends it out to Whippy. Whippy into Foster. Foster wants to drive up the middle. Bit scrappy. Bit scrappy. Now, some of the keys to the second half that St. Mary's needs to work on is definitely not giving away penalties. They gave up a lot of penalties in that first half. The other thing too is, one thing I need to see from them is not to panic at the base of scrums or rucks. They can clean a ball out to their back line if they're controlling that set piece. And the other key issue for St. Mary's is to get better connections. And what I mean by that is their passing between players. If they can improve on that, things could happen.
In or out so they can match it up. Thank you.
Line out here, Forster gets it and goes forward. Mocky sends it out past his first receiver, hits Whippy. Whippy's going to do a loop around him. And how did he do? He did a backward pass. Didn't quite go back far enough. So that'll be a forward pass.
So I think for St. Mary's in the second half, some of their clearance kicks need to go out. Here's the replay. There's a loop. Whippy tries to get through that defender and then make the
huddle
little off target. So on some of their clearance kicks, they kept the ball in and allowed BYU to counterattack. BYU loves to counterattack. I say we, for years we would practice that in practice every day. That was one of the favorite things for the guys to do. So for these teams to give it to BYU with space, the BYU guys will try and make them pay for that.
Now we've got an injury on the field. I think that's Jared Whippy.
Yeah, it looked like when he got tackled, he
landed wrong.
Yeah, well, he just held onto his leg like it was cramped or maybe a hamstring. It's hard to tell. He might just be tired, Mark.
Is that what you do when you're tired?
I don't know. I played on the wing. I just kept my shirt tucked in, my socks pulled up, just tried to look nice. These guys that do their hard work, I don't know what happens down in there.
Now, we've still got a beautiful sunny day here, but there is a massive cloud south of the stadium here that's just threatening.
Here we go.
Let's see the injury replay.
I'm on.
Okay, now, Jared
Here we are.
loops around, takes the tackle. Okay, we've got a body landing on a body. So, yeah, when you get some weight landing as you do, they could put some pressure on some joints.
He is limping a little bit. It looks like it might be a hamstring.
Approach. Fine.
This scrum is 10 meters in from St. Mary's 22. He's fed. Helu out the back. Wants to move BYU's defensive line backwards. Still moving it. but it's going across field, not up.
Fine, it's fine. No effect, no effect. Back
They're
foot.
going to still rumble with the forwards here. Audley's back there to make the clearance.
14 back.
And has he cleared it out? Yes, it's gone out, but it's going to be a quick throw in.
Play on.
Here
Now
comes the
Mockey's
counterattack.
back here, and he's going to send it down to Cotter. Cotter's going to go chase this after he's kicked, but it's not quite high enough, and it's given Blazer an opportunity to send it out to the right.
Yeah, put it in the corner and then pressure their line out like they did in the first half.
Now, St. Mary's
Stay,
defender,
Red, stay.
he's taking a good
Stay.
ball here,
Stay.
but he sent it back to BYU. And now BYU loves their countering. Whiting's taken effectively.
Good tackle in the open
Taken
field.
effectively by McCarthy. Ooh, referee says a ruck has formed. And once he says ruck has formed, you've got to let the ball go. It's got to be played by someone on their feet.
Go ahead.
BYU indicating here that they're going to go for points here. Kelvin Whiting looks to add another 3 points.
Looks like we've got a replacement. We've got Joseph Nichols coming on for Jared Whippy.
Looks to go in at number 10 for BYU.
Joseph's wearing number 22 today.
Now this will be, if you swing this around to the center of the field, I would say that this is a 50-yarder. So he's going to have to wallop this because we've got a bit of breeze coming at him. There it goes.
Oh,
I tell you what. Oh, my goodness. He's calculated that to perfection. Well done, Kelvin Whiting. BYU 35, St. Mary's 8. What position's he going in? Here we go. It's high. Taken by Pakula. Now we're moving wide here. There is progression of the field. Forster takes it high, brings it down.
Release 7.
St. Mary's got a flat back line here. Let's see if BYU can exploit this because there is a gap in the middle. Bit of a slow St. Mary's player at the back of that. Blazer wants to create something here.
They're taking a little too long to get the ball out.
L5, no hands.
Still controlling this. Now Mockey sees an opportunity. And that has gone to ground. I don't think Matthews was aware that Mockey was going to do that.
Oh, Matt Jensen.
Matt Jensen, sorry, yeah.
That's okay. So we have another replacement. Sam Merrill is he's wearing number 17. This is his first year of rugby.
And he comes in for Mr. Lane.
Johnny Lane.
Crouch.
Let's see if these scrums stay solid. And BYU is pushed early. Now, Helu, he sends it out. And this is a good way to gain some territory. So St. Mary's forces BYU back right on there, just outside the 22 of BYU.
Yeah, it almost feels like St. Mary's is a little more urgent in playing in BYU's territory. You know, the first half they just didn't. In this half, they've been in BYU's side most of the time so far.
Okay, so St. Mary's Helu loses it.
Matt Jensen.
Matt Jensen, he's off to the races.
He's alone.
Oh, and he gets the pass off too. That's Purcell. Purcell's got, yeah, this is a forward game now. Oh, and how's Foster doing in the corner?
Oh, nice clean out.
It still comes out now.
Here comes,
Beautiful
coming wide.
pass. That shouldn't be a knock on, so play should go on. And look at this. Is this Weber?
That's young Weber.
Just misses the line. Still on here. Ooh. Knock on by BYU. Well, it looked promising there for a minute. So we'll be having a scrum. St. Mary's ball here, just outside their 5 metre.
So Matt Jensen took that errant line out, rumbled about, I don't know, 50 yards downfield, made a great offload to big Nick Purcell. Tell you what, he's 6'7", 295 pounds, rumbling down the
Yeah, he's a big boy, isn't he?
And then he made an offload to Forster, the hooker. Yeah, that's all forward ball right there.
Solid scrum by St. Mary's, holding it there. And that's a good clearance.
That's another clearance.
But it has gone out, so it's not so good. Now Blazer decides to do something here. He says, well, let's go down the sideline on my right side. Very good ball from the base of that scrum.
You know,
now Ricky Tuihala Lineout. He drove it up the middle and gave his back some room to move. Yeah.
Roll 11.
Getting close to St. Mary's line. And let's see if Jensen has gone over.
That's a nice straight line. You know, he had that support line, just went straight up the guts.
Well, I tell you what, he was in the game last week too, wasn't he? Putting tries in.
Yep.
So he's notching up another one today.
Well, it started way over here on the counterattack by Blazer, and then you know, they cleaned up the ball. Here we go on the. Oh, this is the try. Little inside return ball, and he took it straight.
Taking Ardsley with him.
Took Ardsley in with him. So it started with that counterattack by Blazer. They cleaned up the tackle, moved the ball all the way to the opposite side of the field. Weber had a great run, beat a player, made a couple of moves, and then you know, they just worked that gap. You know, the one thing that St. Mary's does really well, they recycle on defense, they realign on defense. Even after this counterattack, everybody was scrambling to cover Blazer on the tackle, and then when BYU moved the ball back out, you saw St. Mary's was kind of already there. They do really well getting the resources in the right place.
Whiting.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Pushed it.
It's an unusual result for Whiting today, but just pushes it to the left of the post, which leaves the score 40 BYU, 8 St. Mary's.
Let's see. Looks like we have another replacement going on. Tua went in probably at fullback for Blazer.
That's a high start. Taken well too. Hockey has clean ball at the back. And Weber, that's a beautiful pass by Weber. Oh, Ricky.
Look at the offload. Here's Tui.
Ricky Tui. There we go. Tuihala Lineout rumbles down the field. Takes BYU back into an attacking situation inside the St. Mary's 22. Now, that was a tricky line-out throw. Wasn't high, but it came down in the middle. Weber sends it wide. So does Schofield. Clean ball again. There, Purcell at number 4. Here we go. This could be on here, but they're still sliding. Sliding across field. Ruck set up. Now it looks like, and it is, holding on.
You're still on if you can click off for me.
Now that's a bit disappointing. BYU was on a roll there, but they've given it away.
So it's fun to see Tualae back on the field. He's playing at fullback. We're in number 23. He's been gone the last couple of weeks, playing sevens for the U.S. national side, one of the developmental teams. Tua.
In the middle.
Hold! Backward.
Oh, here's a mess. Well, once again, it goes back to what I mentioned a minute ago. They've got to get quality possession at the back of these set pieces like their scrums and their lineouts. Just too messy.
So this is the point of the game where I'm not watching as much of the game as I'd like to because I'm scrambling to find out who the subs are that are going in. I see players line up on the sideline, try to get on, trying to find out which guys are coming off. And we've got another one getting ready to come on. So I think we've got 3 so far, and here comes the 4th.
And we've got a bit of a calf strain here.
I'll have my arm and away you go. But yeah, just stay the whole time.
You see who's on the ground there, Justin?
Looks like
Is that Forster?
no.
No.
Nye, I believe.
It's Nye, yeah.
Time on.
Okay. Starting here with a scrum. Now there's nobody down the blind side here. So Jensen for BYU.
Crouch.
He's got his eyes wide open here.
9.
Scrum set. Feeds it in. Oh, BYU's got dominance on this one. And this is still with Saint Mary's. And that was a beautiful pass behind the player.
Now release.
Still on his feet.
Oh boy, big
Driving
tackle.
through. But takes a heavy hit by a BYU defender.
Good. Play on.
Matthews gives it back to a forward to take it up again. Now let's see what St. Mary's can do with this.
Backward.
Oh, did it go backwards? It did, so play on. Seems to be running out of real estate here.
Hey.
So they've done the best thing here is to reset it again and go out wide to the left. Oh, solid tackle. That was Ricky Tuahalania.
Open play.
Solid tackle on the St. Mary's player.
Let's see what Tualae can do with the ball in hand here.
Keeps it alive, feeds it to Schofield. Forwards are there. And it comes out. Oh,
Play on.
Purcell gets it. He
Now
knows what
release,
to do with
Fred,
this.
release.
Clean it up. It's there.
Use it.
Patience.
Sounds like Coach Terafiti wants the forwards just to hammer it up, keep it tight,
No 4. Out.
consolidate this,
Okay, it's another movement.
draw some defense in before they move it out again.
Forster takes it up,
Use that.
sets it back. Jensen, he wants to keep moving too. And Pakula. Oh, nice feed from the ground. They're rumbling. They're almost at the 50-meter line.
Coach wants more hammer. He wants just them to
Markey hits Jensen, yeah.
break the gain line and
Out red.
recycle.
Out. Out red.
Oh, still moving, still moving. Options here, there's an overlap. Chris Hill's there, he's looking, but he's got to shrug off that player first. Markey gets it. And this could be
Look at these lines.
Kaka. And who's this?
Joseph Nickel.
Joseph Nichols, the replacement, comes on and says, give me a go. So Joseph Nichols.
Here's a replay off of the back of that ruck. hard line by Jackson Kaka.
Right now.
He follows Kaka up there.
And look at that support run by Joseph.
He says, give it to me, big fella.
Well, I'm afraid as organized as St. Mary's is, and as well as they move their defense around, I think they're getting a little tired. I mean, it's hard to blame them for that late Thursday night game against Utah and the traveling. You know, BYU keeping their foot on the gas and starting to pull away a little bit more.
I know when I came over from New Zealand the first time and I experienced weekend games like on a Friday and then a Saturday, that was unheard of back home. You'd have to have a week to recover.
Yeah, playing 2 games in 3 days.
So, you know what I thought? I thought Americans are supermen. You guys are crazy.
Oh, we had to bring guys like you over to play with us.
Back to back. I was only used to 1 game a week.
Well, and that's how the playoffs used to be. You know, they would play 2 games a weekend in the playoffs. And some of those teams that had really deep rosters had a huge advantage. Nice conversion.
So Kelvin Whippy has repented of his misfortune and discretion before and has put his kick through. Horsley kicks off. Now this is not long but short and high. Kaka. Markey. Oh.
Release 12,
Solid
release.
hit,
Thank you.
but BYU remains in possession. Jensen wants to go up.
Roll red.
Ford setting it up. Markey's got a good clean ball at the base. Jensen's out in the line again.
I like how Purcell got a little bit lower on that tackle. Instead of standing straight up, he lowered his shoulders. And
Roberts. Well, yeah, this is our replacement fullback.
Tualae.
Tualae. He's at odds here. He's scratching his head. Where do I pass? Where do I pass?
Release.
Keeps possession. Markey plays at the first 5'8" position. And Schofield has got the ball. He's kept it in here. Roberts. Matthews.
Just need a straight support line here and it'll be in.
Oh, St. Mary's
Number 4.
is being pinged
Back.
for not releasing.
3.
Number 3. So Nye's been pinged.
Coach is
Or not
calling for
releasing.
points, so it looks like they're going to take the penalty kick.
Yeah, at this point, I believe it's just about practice for the kicker now, isn't it?
Well, it'll burn a little clock, get the boys a breather, put more points on the board. Give Coach Terafiti a minute to talk to a few more replacements he wants to try and bring on.
Now, tell us about our new fullback,
Try line.
Justin.
Yeah, Tua is a kid that grew up in Utah. I believe he's from the West Jordan area. Played for BYU as a true freshman. Started in the national championship game. That must have been the 2012 game. Anyway, then served an LDS mission, came back and was spotted by the USA Sevens coaches and has been in the some of the development teams for the Sevens stuff. I believe he's been down at the Olympic training facilities and some of those things. So he may have a future there.
Successful kick by Whiting. BYU's up at 50. St. Mary's 8.
Tua is the brother-in-law of Mikey Sua. Remember Big Mikey Sua, our front rower? Yeah.
I remember him.
Yeah, I believe Mikey married Tua's older sister.
Now, Audsley sends us down to the 22. Taken cleanly by Pakula. Jensen's in the back line again. Loves it.
That's a nice job by Schofield, putting his right foot in the ground and coming back in and staying in bounds.
It's a ball.
Now they're staying up off the ground, but no, it's gone to ground, and Mockey's got it. Nye's got it now too.
Five.
Bit of a high pass by Mocky, but it's still effective. There you go. He's just saying, hey, go away.
Maul.
Now we've got it up here, so it's a maul. Oh. Okay, because it was held off the ground, BYU in possession. And when a maul concludes, if you're in possession of the ball and the referee calls it ending, then it's going to be turned over to the defending team, which has occurred here.
Time's off.
That's Tua down on the ground. You could see as he was being dragged down the field, he was trying to get onto the ground so it would become a ruck. But the St. Mary's guys held him up. Here we go on the replay. Goes into the tackle, fends off one guy in the tackle, but it looks like Audsley is holding him up. They played that well and earned a penalty for it. Or not a penalty, earned the turnover.
Right here.
Number 17 is Sam Merrill. This is his first year of rugby. He's the replacement for Johnny Lane, I believe.
Front rows. Gap is closing. Keep our gap. Yes. 24 set. All right.
So Tua Laia is still there on the ground, but now he's popped up.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Scrum.
Stay.
Roberts feeds, sends it out the back line. Matthews has got it. Audsley still moving.
Nice tackles.
Now it's come to a grinding halt here. BYU is going to get up there quickly, and which they do.
No hands.
St. Mary's is still holding possession here. Matthews decides to launch it. And he catches Weber. Weber says, no, I'll have a go here. Feeds it off the ground.
Roll.
Keeps that movement going. Now, there's an overlap out here. There's room to move.
Three.
Cooler sets a nice piece there for Mocky to pick up. But Mocky's not there.
Forwards are going to keep this for a couple of turns here.
Nice sets it. Oh, they've been driven off. St. Mary's has taken it away. And Audsley sees a gap. He wants to take a couple on because there's nobody really up there with him. Out she goes. Once again, we can't be dropping balls, but they've cleaned it up a bit. Audsley jinxes. Makes about 5 meters from that. Oh, BYU's stolen it here.
Use it.
Whoa, good drive up the middle.
Tackle only.
Is that Weber? Who is that? That's Forster. I saw the two.
That is red.
Matthews decides to clean this because there's nobody. No, it wasn't Matthews. Matthews is kicking now. That's a good kick. With the winger coming up after this. Look out. No.
Hey, white back 17. Back.
Weber launches it downfield after a brilliant defensive play back there. All right. And he's gone through, this young man. Audsley's out there. Now, let's see what St. Mary's can do with this quality ball. Still keeping it on the left side.
12, tackle assist.
Well, BYU are starting to look like the tired team at this point. They've got guys on knees, not realigning as quickly as they were.
Oh, there was a fake pass. Oh my goodness, that's a try for St. Mary's.
Ball.
Good for them. They put the pressure on. They could recognize that BYU was a little bit winded, a little bit tired, and they just took it right up the guts. Who was that?
Now, I'm not sure. There's a couple of guys celebrating there, but was it Matthews, the fly half? Or was it?
Here's the replay.
Yeah, let's get a look at this. It is. It's,
Go ahead.
I do believe that's Matthews.
Yeah, it is, number 10.
Well, that makes the score a bit more respectable at 50-15.
Restart as they make one of their last substitutions here.
Well, we've seen a few players come in and out on this one, so there's plenty of game going around for a lot of these players on BYU.
Well, the game played down in Moraga against St. Mary's. The last 10 minutes was definitely a St. Mary's advantage. We'll see if they're the stronger team in the last 10 minutes of this game, too.
So Nichols has set it high for BYU. Matthews got it here. Now,
Yeah, here they come.
they've got the support play, but they've run out of real estate a bit. They're driving up the middle. BYU sends their defense wide. St. Mary's is out.
White line.
There was some good stuff developing there, but if they could straighten up a bit better,
How many guys?
it'd give some more area out on the sidelines for their wings and
Five.
centers.
Stay. White step.
Now we've only got 6.5 minutes before we hit the full-time hooter. Oh, well done. Purcell takes it off the top. Merrill drives it up. Purcell again. Oh, that's a fortuitous flip out the back. Roberts feeds it back in.
Back along.
Now, let's see if BYU can make something here. Schofield's come in from his right side wing.
No hands
position.
now.
Wants to get in the game.
Looks like Kingston Matua's in at scrum half.
Latua's in at scrum half. Still going here. Matua sends it. BYU still making progress here. They are moving up the field. No, the pass. Pass not at the level you need it, but they've kept possession.
Rock. No
Oh,
hands.
there's some crunching going on out there. Coming back to the left again. Down she goes. I see a lot of wearied players out there right now.
Now release,
But I
right.
tell you what, they're holding right on the goal line here. Well, 5 meters area.
And BYU's doing a good job to string together a lot of phases with this good defense.
Now that was a heavy hit. That was a good hit by St. Mary's. And guess who it was? Worsley. No, they can't hold them. So BYU, through constant pressure, puts in another try.
That's Tualae with the...
Tuilae wants to come in from the fullback position and get up there, and he did just that.
So the Cougars did a good job putting together a lot of phases, although it was pretty scrappy. You know, a lot of errant passes, some weird offloads. It was just a little off. And as a coach, I'd imagine as you start to get some reserves in the game, you'd like to see the game look the same. You'd like to see these backups come in and run the same patterns with the same decision-making skills, but it doesn't always happen that way. It gets a little bit scrappy sometimes when they bring the replacements on. In a perfect world, you'd bring on all subs and the game would look just the same, and then you'd know you have a lot of depth. But this is how you build the depth, I guess. Bring the boys on in a good game against a high-quality opponent. Let them get some minutes. Feel the speed of a game like this.
Now Tuilae is getting some treatment at midfield. He's staying on though. Ooh, Not quite the swing he needed in his leg.
Looked a little quick. It looked like he snapped it a little quick. And
We kickers call that a punch.
yeah, and then he reached down and grabbed his leg because he.
Yeah, he punched that one through, and oftentimes that does happen. So he lost his fluidity on that one. Ardsley, and this could be. Oh, I tell you what.
Oh, Sam Merrill.
That was
nice
a good
take.
kick, but BYU, Merrill's got it. BYU's got it now. Weber wants to get it out to Anderson. Now Foster wants to drive.
Lost forward, advantage red.
Oh, so BYU's dropped it forward here. And we got penalised here. Playing the ball off their feet. Now they've moved it way left. And St. Mary's wing is moving down the side very effectively here. Oh, nice passing. If they can still move this. Looking back in field for Ardsley. Support for him. There's meagre support there, but it's worked out well for them. Matthews got it. Yeah, the pace of this game is starting to tell on a lot of these players.
Yeah. You know, and something you'd like to see towards the end of the game is your defensive line continuing to push up as the offense comes on attack. And as they get tired, you can see the defense kind of stands and waits for the attack to come to them.
Yeah. There's a few boys out there with their hands on their hips.
Yeah, they get a little tired, a little less organized, a little less aggressive.
Going, guys.
Hard to blame them. It's been a big game. Short line out for BYU.
Ooh, stolen by St. Mary's. Matthew sends it out. Horsley gets it. Oh, he's dropped it. Let it go.
Advantage is over.
Now Whiting's looking for support here, and he does. Have a guess who he gives it to.
Josh Anderson.
Gives it to Joshua Anderson. And he waltzes in for the try.
Well, that was nicely played by Calvin. He took that ball, made one guy miss, carried the ball with two hands so he could make the pass either way, and Josh Anderson was on a nice hard support line from the inside. Here's the replay. Calvin with the intercept.
And of course we know in rugby the most dangerous player on the field is not the ball carrier generally, unless he's going to go in for a try. It's the support player right next to him.
There you go. Right on his hip, right where you want to see that support player.
And Joshua goes in for a
No,
try.
that's
Easy pass, easy run. Oh, who's taking this conversion? Is that Kingston? Yeah.
So we've got a new kicker. Time is just about up here. It's always good to know that you've got a backup kicker.
He's using all the time.
And look at that, it's through.
Well done.
And that takes it to full time. So there's a lot of happy boys out there right now. And there are other boys that aren't so happy. But I think both teams are glad that the game's over, because that was a well-worked game. Physical, a lot of physicality, a lot of movement around the field from side to side.
Well, that was nicely done. Kevin Schofield with 3 tries in the first half. And Joe Pakula with 1. In the second half, we had tries by Matt Jensen, Joseph Nichols, Tua Lae, Josh Anderson. Spread it around. That's nice.
So St. Mary's comes to Utah to face BYU. And it was an uphill struggle for them.
You know, that's a great team. That's a classy bunch of guys, really good coaching staff, well respected around the nation. I know they're good friends with the BYU staff. And I know the BYU players respect a lot of the all the St. Mary's guys as well.
Yeah, in all the years I've been around rugby over here, St. Mary's has always been in the top echelon of the rugby teams in the United States. And it's always an honour to have them visit the campus of BYU. So hats off to you, St. Mary's. You guys are a class act.
As we watch some of the replays of the second half, it's fun to note that the BYU coaches were able to get all of the reserves on that they wanted to. We weren't able to announce them all because they started coming on in waves at the end. But to string together some continuity at the end with reserves and score some tries, and then to see St. Mary's put some more points on the board in the second half was nice too. I think it was pretty obvious that they were a little more worn out than the BYU guys were. I think the travel may have taken its toll, and 2 games in 3 days obviously makes a difference, but credit to them for coming and playing hard the entire time.
So there we go. BYU finishes it in style. Whiting feeding back into Anderson. Anderson, I tell you what, watch this. Has to go for a slider.
Why not?
Good on you. Good on you, Joshua Anderson.
Hope all the viewers enjoyed this. We probably have viewers in Fiji, New Zealand, maybe in Samoa. I know we've got some in Canada. Bob, the CFO, McGee, and a few others. Glad to be here, thankful for the opportunity, and hope you all enjoyed it.
And you know what? We never had that threatening cloud come over and drop its moisture on us. We've stayed dry right throughout. So hats off to Coach Smith and his coaching staff for another well-worked game. And they come out on top 60-15. So next home game is a week from today, and they will be playing Navy. No, is that Navy?
I think that's
Sure,
Army.
it's Navy. Army. It's Army. So next week, March 17th, 1 o'clock, South Field at BYU. It'll be BYU Cougars versus Army. So, from Mark Ormsby and Justin Nadol, we've had a fabulous time here. Hope you have. And we're going to go spend the rest of the day, Saturday, in some glorious sunshine. So thanks for joining us today.